Alright, let's go.
While in Crookback Bog, Ciri had happened on the Crones. The beastly sisters took her in, then wavered, unsure if they should eat her or surrender her to the Wild Hunt. Ciri escaped before they could decide. Pursued by a spectral rider, she had fled into the swamp, where Geralt lost her trail once more. He now needed a new lead.
See, the game updates you, so I don't have to. Nice and easy. Well, I traveled back from Crookback Bog to the Barrens so that we could just do that. And I also got Geralt in this, I think, no, I don't remember. There you go, you can see it a little bit better this way. The Doblathana armor and the weapons. So, Sword of 1,000 Flowers, White Widow of the Valley of Flowers, Armor of 1,000 Flowers, and so on and so forth. So he's looking pretty badass in this, and it's way better than what I was using, so we should be not dying as easily, and we should be killing monsters and bad people easier for a little while.
What do you come to me with?
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the condition she lives under.
Can't make her do things.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Yeah, tell us.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
You could say so your fault after all. I mean, you gotta sympathize at least a little bit because as a soldier and fighting in as many battles as he did, he definitely saw some fucked up stuff. And they don't provide ways for you to cope in this world, or from what I hear, not in the modern world either.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend. A dog's bunghole.
A dog's
Understand,
bunghole.
damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years,
Yeah, that does
without
suck.
a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
Amy, how was your sushi?
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. Her things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. that she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Hey, Ratpass.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
What?
No, that's an entirely different story.
Oh gosh, goodness.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her a life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her.
The story just gets more and more
I
tragic.
apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times were her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Now, as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
I don't know
You're
what the
right.
best response is.
Faults
here.
on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that.
I don't know.
Very well then.
It's
If
so
you won't bring
complicated.
Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Your wife is with the Crones as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crows?
I know, like what? How would
Ones
he
who live
know
in Crookback Bog.
what the crones are?
I've heard folk speak of them, and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the Crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the Crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the Crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the Crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Do what you will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the Crones, just plain stupid.
What would you have me do? Sit on my ass and wait for her return? I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business.
Okay.
So long.
No, it just says talk to the Baron.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Oh, did I miss that?
We had a
just now?
deal. I've done my
my God.
part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now, what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we'd breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Oh, didn't even give me a chance to run away. Oh, it got me with the poison too. Siri is so badass. Is Siri like immune to shit? Like she can get poisoned by a basilisk and survive. She can travel to plague-ridden Europe, get bit by fleas and survive. I don't know if her elder blood makes her immune to things. Fighting theme is amazing. I agree. Get to the top of the tower and rescue the Baron. We can take our time because we know he lives. He's telling the story from the past. You know, I can never remember how you do this. I have struggled with this in the past trying to remember how you get up here. I don't think it's this way. I think you go to the side of the thing. Oh! That's all I had to do! You just have to climb up a rock a little bit over to the side.
Bring it on, bastard! Come here! You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me. I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then who knows where.
Uh-oh.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Who was the letter to?
No one. It was like this one. Show that to those pricks at the crossing, and they'll let you pass.
This for me?
See no reason to make things harder for you. You seek your child, this letter will help.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True. But with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Dare you! Escaped again. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
It looks cute.
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Funny story? How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Oh yeah, he's super entertaining.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes.
Hey,
Maybe
Manuel.
I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess
you?
that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
You've been playing The Witcher non-stop. I love it. I don't blame you. I missed it when I was out of town for Christmas. Here we go. Time to visit Triss. Well, we could always do some side quests, but there's no rush to do those. We actually have the majority of them and Witcher contracts, but I think I'm gonna reserve like almost an entire stream for those. Although it probably would be helpful to level up a little bit quicker. Because yeah, when it comes to the main quest, that's really the only thing left to do. Maybe we'll do this one actually, bang that out really quick. Examine the room where Ciri stayed using your Witcher senses. And then go to the kitchen and talk to Gretka.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
I actually never noticed that that was by Lydia. Wow. Yeah, you've been moving fast. Cause did you start the game over when the update came out? You wish you didn't remember so much of it. My god, I know exactly what you mean. Don't you wish you could just erase it from your brain
Dedication
completely?
to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
I think about that a lot. I wish I could just forget it all and play it again with a clean slate. Wait, examine the room where Ciri stayed using your Witcher senses. I must have missed something. There's just my stash here. Oh.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
There we go. Now we can go to the kitchen and talk to Gretka.
What do you do? Ask a bear to dance?
Wait, is it downstairs or is it on this floor? For some reason I thought it was downstairs.
Ye seek trouble?
Wait, how do I
Don't. It'll find you.
get there? Through this door? What the hell are you doing on the floor, girl?
So you're Gretka.
I am. And you're Geralt.
How'd you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Her friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Ciri carved it for me.
She's got a lot of
Such a shame
talents.
she had to leave.
Do you know where Ciri is?
One day I bought her breakfast, and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did, but he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot.
Yeah, I like this
Thanks,
Dolbokana
Gretka.
armor.
Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Okay, Gretka. I think it looks cool. But yeah, the other armor, I'm not at a high enough level to wear it yet, but yeah, I don't really like the look of it very much. If it's the best armor I have at the time that I'm able to wear it, oh, I didn't want to pick up that bear hide. I want food. Is there food in this kitchen? Yeah, if it's the best armor I have, I'll wear it, but if not, or if it's like equal to whatever I have at the time, then I'll probably skip it because, yeah, don't really like the look of it. Not that the quality is poor or anything, it's just, yeah, like you said, it doesn't fit the style of the game.
As long as the bowl's full.
Doesn't fit Geralt's aesthetic.
You white one, look like you got soused last night too.
Okay, well, I guess we can go visit Triss. Could try to bang out one side quest, one more, just so I can get a little bit more XP. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of complicated stuff in this. Yeah, I guess we do some fighting. Just trying to make sure, because you're supposed to be level 10, or it's like recommended level 10 before you go there, and I'm wondering if I should try to get to that level before I do it. I just know that I cannot go to the Isle of Mists before completing some of these side quests. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is level 11 before you can wear that armor. I have it in my stash right now, so I can't take a look, but I believe that's what I remember. Which of these? Ooh, I hate this one. An invitation from Karametz. So spooky. Yeah, I wonder if any of these I could just bang out really quick. Woodland Beast. Maybe we'll do this Woodland Beast one. Talk to the commander of the guard post by the bridge to Novigrad. It's kind of far away. This one I think is right here, though. So we should do that. Yeah, the generic ones that you find on the ground. I do not like those. They're so ugly. I was wearing one for a little bit because it was the best one I had. Then I was like, I think I had my original, like the Kaer Morhen one, or whatever it's called, upgraded. Until I was able to use this one. Chet.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a Shrieker.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old lord, well, he said enough's enough. Claimed he'd put a stop to it, drive the beast away. Took a hatchet. Laid an ambush for the Shrieker beyond the moat, where the fields start. It's where we found him. Guts stretched o'er the crown of a tree like gossamer. Took half a day to collect the parts. Put him in a group.
I don't know. I don't think I came across the new quest yet. How does it start? Like, how do you trigger it? Let's see if we can negotiate.
I know times are tough, but I'll need you to cough up a bit more coin.
I'm already getting a pretty good amount. Maybe like 250.
I suppose I can add that. You are risking your
You
neck
like the
for
new
us.
quest?
High time a professional took a look at this Shrieker. Anyone around here know more about the beast?
Borzoi's son Simcoe does.
Simcoe.
Saw the aura with his own eyes. But you might find the lad hard to chat with. Still mourns his father, methinks.
I see. Where'll I find him?
At me homestead. I took the tyke in when he lost his dad. The mother passed long ago.
Geralt sounds different in the new quest. That's funny. That's cool that they... I mean, I guess it's not surprising they got the voice actor back. Oh, the new quest is at level 15? Okay. Yeah, so it's a little whiles off for me. Level
Can we talk?
8 right now.
Let me be.
Calm down, I just wanna...
Go, I said.
I want to avenge your father. But to do that, I gotta know what killed him.
Shrieker killed him. Don't you know?
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the beast. Tell me what it looked like.
Something like a rooster. But huge. With a lizard's tail. I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There was Dad, in the bushes. A hole through his belly. And you were moaning, screaming. I wanted to help, but how could I? How?
I can shush him. No.
Nothing you could do for him, kid. Beast has to die, that's all. Leave it to me. Take care, kid.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday. Feast we had.
Alright, let's find the Shrieker.
Got their asses whipped
I
like
think we can do this pretty fast. And then we'll go visit Triss in Novigrad. Ooh, Novigrad, that's exciting. Oh, so you get more armor from that quest. I feel like half of Witcher 3 is Geralt explaining things to kids. He does talk to a lot of children. A lot of traumatized kids, too. Like, these kids, their parents are all dead from the war. They've been through some shit. They've seen some shit.
Tracks are irregular here. Monster must have started staggering. Was wounded, most likely. Muzzles caked in blood. Didn't give up without a fight. Blood. Monster blood.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that armor from the quest. I think it's coming from this way. Or not. Seems to just end here. Oh, here we go. Take those. Oh, I forgot how the music gets so quiet and eerie when you're on a contract. Where'd it go? Here we go.
Tracks lead to the cave. A cockatrice. Sounds coming from above.
This is the money I have to convert in Novigrad. Oh man. I want to use some cat potion, but can I jump up there?
Not about to. Bomb should smoke it out, though.
Just throw this up there?
Damn it, it's not here. Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away.
Go, go, go.
There it is. Won't get away this time.
Oh, ran right into the water. The one click on the plants now is so good. I definitely like that more. I'm not as discouraged to go searching for herbs when I need them for potions and stuff. I could just pick them up so quick. It saves like a second, but I still love it. Passing by the quest. Shouldn't have rolled away. That was the perfect moment.
Stench.
Oh shit, he dive bombed. Ugh. My health is way too low. Damn it. I'm gonna use mine. If I can. He's down. Must have been a big ass dog that wounded this thing. Or they just didn't think about it. What's going on? My controller vibrated. Hey, Hamdi. Alright, did I leave everything over here that I should? What's up, Roach?
Let's go!
Yeah, horse might not actually be that much quicker.
That's it, Roach.
Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit of water. Did it come from this direction? What the hell is that? What is that? Oh, it's a ghoul. Yeah, let's skip it. Oh, get off the horse here. Sometimes it's more trouble than it's worth.
Witcher, it's as though the heavens sent you.
Hey up, Chet.
You're that white one.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Shrieker won't trouble you anymore.
Thank ye, Master Witcher. Your reward, tain't much, but as they say, take care of the pennies.
No, you're not keeping the coin.
Thank you. Any problems in the future, you keep me in mind.
Don't steal our young'uns. Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half that. Brought him a bucket of peelings
Well, we will fast travel as close as we can to Novigrad. We'll probably have to use Roach. I think the closest is probably going to be Oxford.
Like a Novigrad hall.
Yeah.
I'm a witcher!
That eyes. Mark of the devil.
Mark of the devil. Oh yeah, this is the one of the new armors you get in the latest update. Okay, I think it looks pretty badass.
Long live Radovid!
Watch your step.
You know what? One of the things they said you get with the update is a new Roach Gwent card. I don't think I got it. Like when I picked up these things, I thought I'd pick that up too, but I didn't. I can double check, but unless he's in a different deck, I think he would be universal, but I did not check my other decks. He's in the Nilfgaard deck. Yeah, I never got the Roach card. I don't know how useful it is, but I want it. I could use some more Gwent cards.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel. Long live Radovid!
Once we get out of this messy area, I'll get my horse. Okay, this is probably good. Where's your card, Roach? I need it.
Come on.
That's it, Roach.
Oh shit.
Slow now.
I was supposed to turn off the road at one point, and I didn't listen to it because I didn't wanna. Can we make it? Can we make it? No. Just trying to get there fast, but... Just swim over here a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I hope next time it's not as bad. Thought we could swim underwater, get a different perspective for a second. Alright, real quick, let's meditate. My health back. And Geralt is just gonna have a nice swim today. Too much of his cardio comes from running and sword fighting, so we'll get a little bit from swimming. I can see the city, we're so close. Now, is it worth getting my horse out? I guess we can try it. road. Ooh, spooky wraith. Yes, there's 7 Witcher books, but there's a prequel, so technically there's 8. The prequel book is actually pretty small, though. But, I mean, they're all actually pretty small books. But it's definitely worth reading. I think you'll like it. Ah, we're in Novigrad. So exciting.
Slow now.
We have a little side thing we can pick up real fast.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay? From Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many?
How many? So scary.
There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people. Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Alright, we can proceed.
You're a fierce one, but you're fairness in your eyes, looking wobbly. It's overripe shit.
How are we to fight a pestilence that changes form? None can be certain of his
I want
father,
to peek at this from
brother,
afar
or
for a
bride.
second.
Look upon your neighbour, for he too could be a...
Ah.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning.
This guy that's about to get burned is a Doppler.
Known to you.
They're very rare.
Please.
No, even rarer. Yeah, he was impersonating one of those eternal fire zealots, and then I guess he got caught. Nice, healthy fun for the
Sure
folks.
hope
Yeah.
Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Yeah, Dudu's also a Doppler, which is why he mentions that. I have not watched Blood Origin, and I do not plan to. I have heard nothing but terrible things.
You've seen the new waitresses.
Have you watched it?
Worth seeing. And how?
Oh, here's that music!
Some lasses from the land already taken.
Gotta get close to it.
Child's falling out. Another sleepless night.
This is the best. It's such a banger. Alright. Visit Triss in her house.
Sorceress, like a witch with muscle. Cast the spell and all's gone in a flash. Whoosh. Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1.
Hear that?
2.
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
Die, fool! That's it. Me! Leave him to me!
They're a higher level than me. Wow, I can't actually make contact. Oh, tripped on a chair. Oh goodness, this is tough. This is why you don't want to do quests until you're at the level you're supposed to be.
Keep it together, lads!
This fighting is definitely way harder in this game than it is in The Witcher 2.
Son of a whore! Die, fool! That's it. Me! Leave it to me!
Oh, I kind of had him stunned a little bit there. Lovely.
Don't! No more, please!
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
Oh, I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. If you know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Uh-oh.
Miss Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the Temple Guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Small animals. Can't say I'm really interested.
I know your trade. Spotted those yellow eyes amidst the rabble in the square right away. Did you notice how much common folk love flames? The eternal fire will consume them all one day, one way or another. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
The guard has an off outfit. Do you mean this guy? Because if you mean this guy, then yeah, I'd have to agree. And you can tell he just thinks he looks so badass in it.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake. It's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
The one that took the thieves? Ah, I didn't notice. I thought you were talking about Caleb Menge because, well, I just hate that guy. So any chance to insult him, I'm like, yeah, you're right. And his voice is stupid too. I'm allowed to loot through all of the stuff outside of Triss's house. I can do so with impunity. Because I'm smart enough not to get caught. Seems like emo. Yeah. Oh, I've got other things I haven't read yet. Oh, all the contracts I picked up. High stakes Gwent tournament. I actually only did that once and I lost. But it was actually a fun quest.
Herbs, roots, just turn to healing.
Ooh, I love it when we get more food. Such a valuable commodity in this game.
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Is that everything on this level? Yeah. Go upstairs. This is a nice little house. This is really cool. I like the windows. Well, I mean, before it was ransacked, it was nice. But it's just cool. I like the architecture and everything. You've never played Gwent? Oh. Yeah, it took me a while to get into it. But then once I did, I was addicted. I was playing on one of my save files where I had beat the game. And I was just running around everywhere trying to find people that you could play Gwent against. It just took me so long to figure out how it was played.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Mm-hmm. Put your signs. More food. More food and a vial. I guess I'll take those things. Most of the junk you pick up in this world, you're most likely not going to use, but
Triss's.
I don't like leaving
Never
things
knew how to
behind.
drop them on the floor.
Except for like the animal hides, because they usually weigh more, I think.
The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
The Rose of Remembrance. I actually know what that means now that I've finally played The Witcher 2. I know the background on it. Okay. I think we went through the whole house, or went through everything that we could. So we have to look for thieves on the main square and carefully follow them, or talk with beggars about the King of Beggars. Look for thieves.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
There's that music again. Where did that one guy go?
Wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and oil.
How
How much do they sell the magnificent property for?
So we just gotta see if somebody steals something from somebody.
Widest range of goods around. That's devilish, dear.
Oh, there he goes. So we gotta follow that guy.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
From a distance.
In springtime, the roads red with hay, and the sun bright and warm in my heart.
Damn it, lost the way again.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Sorry, Geralt.
Holy moly.
You would definitely notice this man following you.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
Well, am I already finding somebody?
Get out of my
Or
way.
finding some,
What's a
following
crown for a gentleman
somebody?
like you? Easy as spitting.
Piss off while I'm still willing to let you go.
Okay, you can still follow.
The bonny birds that prance by here, cheeks like full bellows, begging to be squeezed. To the eternal fire,
Uh-oh, did I get too close?
Will we receive any restitution for our investment
We're
into
gonna
men
follow the other guy.
lost?
We've spoken of this already.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely...
Might have been quicker to just hit up the beggars.
Oh, fuck, don't rightly know.
Yay, an empty bottle.
I sod it.
He sensed something.
Ah.
Gotta stay further back.
Wait, did I really get that close? My bad.
Oi, grey night. Need a squire. Oh.
Okay, I think we're close.
Burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
That thug walk though. Geralt or the guy we're following? 'Cause the guy we're following, he's got that thug walk.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course.
Geralt.
Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
Good, I enjoy shagging freaks. And three-titted wenches abound in normal worlds.
Okay. It's an interesting conversation we just heard.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Fine.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in the locker.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries.
Especially
Be
these
waiting for you
weapons.
once you're done with the king.
What ails you? Awful
Meet the King of Beggars. We're about to meet another king.
How are things? About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men'll manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value of a Novigrad crown.
Manga doesn't seem like the type that can be bought.
Anyone can be bought. But like it's true, Menga had cost me a fortune. Luckily, he's got officers, and they're mere mortals. Illnesses catch him at times. Other times, they want to catch a bit of diversion. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months.
Okay, I was gonna see if it would let me save here because I do want to end it at this part, and we'll go do the stuff with Triss in the next one. And that's gonna be tomorrow at about the same time. Alright, well thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.